What's going on, guys? Christian Blay here with the Denver Nosebleeds. Avs get absolutely shit kicked by the Los Angeles Kings tonight. They lose 4-1. Want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at ClutchBet Sportsbook. Go download the ClutchBet Sportsbook. Use promo code Nosebleeds at sign up. Get some free bets on me. If I was a betting man, which I am, I would have bet so much money on the Kings to win tonight because all the cards were stacked against the Avs in this game. I mean, we talked about it on the podcast. The Avs were playing their third game in 4 nights. The Kings hadn't played since Wednesday. This team was going to be very well rested. The Avs were running on fumes. Add to the fact that Cale Makar was out. This team didn't stand a chance against one of the Western Conference best in the LA Kings. For the first 2 periods, I thought the Avs were pretty competitive. They looked like they had their legs. They were skating well. They were creating opportunities. They were mucking up the neutral zone for the Kings. I think the Kings only had like 15 or 16 shots after the first 2 periods. But then in the third period, the Kings were like, oh, wait. This team is gassed, and they took full advantage of that. They absolutely dominated that third period. The Kings deserved to win that game 10 out of 10 times. There was nothing that the Avs did in this game that should have resulted in a win for them. The Avs had the early 1-0 lead. Josh Manson gets his first of the year, gives the Avs a 1-0 lead, but they just couldn't get that second goal. I think if they would have gotten the second goal, this game would have been a little bit more competitive near the end, but he couldn't get it. And shout out to Josh Manson. That's always good to see him score a goal. But that would be the only goal the Avs would score tonight, and the Kings would bounce back. McKinnon, I don't love this play from him. He should have gotten a penalty for a trip on the Kings player. He tries to sell it to the referee, doesn't fall down. The Kings transition. Byfield gets a tip right past Georgiev, ties the game at 1. I get it why McKinnon was upset, but you still got to get back and play defense. It was a little bit lazy by McKinnon, so that sucked. Georgiev was great tonight. I mean, he was under siege in the third period. He stopped all that he could, but there wasn't much he could do in this game. So we go into the third, like I said, the Kings just absolutely kicked the shit out of the Avs. I think the final shot count was like 18-5. It was an utter domination from the Kings. The Avs were on the PK once. They did kill the only penalty they took tonight. But the Kings had the puck in the zone for all 2 minutes of the power play. And you just knew after that the Kings had all the momentum and the Avs just couldn't do anything with it. Byfield gets his second on a beautiful passing play. The top line was out there. They leave Byfield wide open in front of the net. There's nothing Georgiev can do. Devon Taves is all by himself. So the Kings take a 2-1 lead. 59 seconds later, Carl Grundstrom, a beautiful short side goal on Georgiev. Roofs it, gives the Kings a 3-1 lead, and the game was over at that point. Like, you just knew the game was over. My only hope for this game was that maybe the Avs could get a point, but couldn't do it, and they get an empty netter from Drew Doughty. Just the third period, I don't even know why the Avs came out. If that was the way they were going to play, just give the Kings the win. It probably would have helped the goal differential, honestly, and helped Georgiev's confidence. But, yeah, this was as scheduled a loss as a scheduled a loss can be, but still that third period effort wasn't great from the Avs. They definitely need to be a little bit better. I'm sure Bednar will be on them a little bit, but not a great road trip from the Avs. Finish 0-1-2. Not great. So got to get back home on home ice, get a rematch with the Ducks on Tuesday. Hopefully they can win that game. We got to keep our fingers crossed. But Griffin and I will break it all down in the Tell Devs Diz podcast. Make sure you go check it out. I'm sure it'll be just a great episode. Super great episode. So make sure you go check it out. And hopefully Cale Makar's not out long-term because that sucks. That sucks if he's out long-term. So we'll have to wait and see. But until Tuesday night, let's go Avs, baby.